yes, it is. It's huge. It's a great model. Stands for, as we probably can read now, we can read about everything and start chatting with ChatGPT about it. But you can have, it's a generative pre-trained transformer, which can basically act like a human. And we've used it for several things. We have even started building an application for one of the conferences that we're going to be attending that will help guide people to proper rooms and to know faster and more efficiently about where and what sessions are taking place, which is a trouble when you're on on one of those huge conferences, 2,000 people. Everyone wants to chat with you, and then you need to go and run for the session. You don't know where the session was, so that's a very good reminder. You can chat with AI to help you and drive you somewhere. So just one of the applications we thought about. So yeah.
That's exciting for events. It's like a turning point, right? How to incorporate it in your daily life, and how do you incorporate it when you travel?
Hopefully, and then if it can even be connected to the calendar or something like that, that's going to be also huge to put it in your calendar once you found a session that is interesting to you. So one of the applications, right here, and as we can see, those applications are going way beyond what we thought about. Everything that was taking a lot of time, like reading documents, trying to get yourself acquainted with even onboarding process in a company, that is something that can be now automated via the tools such as PVA, which is the Power Virtual Agents from Microsoft, for example, incorporated with this ChatGPT, that can be a very interesting and informative and time-saving piece that it can be created and implemented at any given company.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Definitely. So yeah, and Microsoft has really touched on this subject a lot with the last month they released Viva Sales, as we all know, and something that is called Copilot, that they called it, and that can be used for customer service, for Teams, for example. So this is really huge, even for us internally. If we can use the Teams, which is now in Teams Pro, I think that's how it's called. So you can incorporate this piece, and it can summarize meetings for you. We know that transcription, all of these things that were kind of these applications are popping up very quickly. So every week we have news about new things that are coming in. Things for Teams, this takes a lot of time to summarize a meeting, to know who actually committed to what, so it can create tasks autonomously for us and for our team, which makes things much easier. Yeah, it's still kind of in preview internally at our company, but I think once it's released and once we're going to be able to use the full capacity, full capabilities of it, that is going to save us a ton of time. Yeah?
Definitely.
Yeah, and in marketing, I'm sure that
yes.
you, Emmy, you could be the guide here on this conversation, because we're using it a lot in different languages, and even for applications that we're creating for customer intelligence, for example, or just recently we were using ChatGPT to give us some insights about how we should name certain categories of items classifications that we're doing with our algorithms. So we're using AI And then on top of that, we're using another form of AI or another model that can help us with that. Yeah. So yeah, pretty interesting as well. ChatGPT is definitely taking things by storm. But another application and another model that some companies are already starting to use with us is DALL-E. So that one, as some of you might know, is producing producing images or variations of specific pieces. And then we had conferences where people said how we could use it for business. But then when you think about the fashion industry, where we have partners and customers in this fashion industry, designing new types of clothing with DALL-E, or replacing pieces automatically with some applications on those clothing pieces that can be also automated, and then the proper designer team can put it into their workflow. This is what we're doing now. So we've created a piece based on with DALL-E, and then we're trying to navigate it with the Power Platform, for example, to create a workflow for those designs to actually end up in customers' hands in the end. So another great application, and some of the and when you're showing this for the first time that things like this can be done by AI, this is really amazing. So generating new types of new designs in the clothing and fashion industry, that's exciting.
That is. And it's funny, like there's like a kind of like a stigma against Chat GPT, right? Like it's going to replace or it can't replace, or I feel like there's going to be a point where we realize that it actually can help us in things that we don't want to do, right? Like you're mentioning transcribing meetings and such, which there are stuff out there that does that. But hey, if you could have it, right within Teams, and I'm thinking from a marketing standpoint, say you need a blog or you need some type of article and you can't nail down this person to do it. Well, hey, have them talk into Teams for 30 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it is, and then have ChatGPT put it all together for you to just, actually have something to work with versus having nothing. So I feel like there's a ton of capabilities that we are, finally realizing how it can help streamline processes, help manual stuff that we don't want to do, or transcribe stuff we don't want to do, or just make things easier and not necessarily place what we're doing from a marketing standpoint.
Yeah, exactly. And just to put our meeting today into this, if we were to record it and hand it over to one of the models of ChatGPT, this name is going to stay with us forever, I guess. But they couldn't invent anything more interesting than that. But that is what it is. But using that technology to summarize it and just create a blog post out of that, and sometimes you just don't. You cannot find the right words, so I think that this really assists us in those cases as well. So I'm actually enforcing this within our organization a lot, because we want to create things for our customers, but we also want to use it internally. And our marketing people that are working on this, they're using it on many levels, and I think this saves us a lot of time, and we can put it into more interesting areas.
Exactly. So you mentioned that before we chatted, or before we started this chat, you mentioned there was 4 rumors that was about to change things.
Well,
which comes to ChatGPT, or did you already mention that already?
No, we could talk definitely more about it, because ChatGPT is just now being released. So yeah, the 14th, and actually now they're talking about it. But there are already some applications of the fourth generation of ChatGPT, and what it changes for I think for us is that this thing will evolve, and hopefully there's going to be new versions. I remember when I did a chat about it a month back, and there were rumors about already about it, and that's pretty much what I thought about it at that point, that we're going to be constantly evolving in this. And what that changes with ChatGPT 4, it's that it's text and voice, text and images. So what you can actually do is get those two models to work together in conjunction, and then you can say, well, what is in the picture, or you can ask questions about images, or you can make this ChatGPT to create images for you, and that's going to be also another advancement to what we had before. In our, I would say this topic that we're the closest to, which is the data analytics, I think there's so much to be done there as well, because we are automating the understanding of numbers in a form of created text. So you can detect specific behaviors, and then you can form a conclusion or an insight. So from data to insight. So you can straight in Business Central, because most of our solutions that we released were are created for Business Central. This is where you can get the insights instantaneously, rather than creating tons of spreadsheets and things like that. And what I'm also saying is that with ChatGPT 4 being released today, and there's another, I think there's a week from now, Microsoft is going to be also releasing and showing us what the Business Central and how it's going to change. And we can see already the things that will change or will be an advancement to what it is now. So if you upload a picture to your Business Central that describes your item, that description, or the a marketing or a description for the website can be created dynamically based on data points that are describing this item, and also the picture.
Oh,
so
nice.
you can so you can imagine that this will also optimize the the path to get a new product out there to the customer quicker. Because this is really something that when you were thinking about putting this into marketplaces such as Amazon, right, that we talked about before we started, it's one of these things. So you want to push your items to the market faster, and this will allow you to do that within Business Central by just uploading the image and then asking BC, or Business Central, powered by ChatGPT, to give you a specific description based on data points that are connected to this item, and also the image itself.
So basically, what I like about this is everything is working together. So you have the data analytics from your side, you have Business Central, you have the website, everything kind of tied in, working together, and you have it more streamlined, because obviously from a marketing standpoint, you want everything to match and sound like it should and say what it should. So that just makes it that much easier for you to be able to do that, from having all these pieces almost talking to each other.
Yes. So you're streamlining processes, and that's how you're kind of it's not even digitalizing your workspace. It's actually, I don't know how to put it, AI-ing your workspace, really. So a lot of those things will be completed much faster. And in our case, for example, in our company, this will help a lot, with the advancements, with the more we can use it, even customers talking to you on your website in a chat that is powered by ChatGPT, you don't have to scroll through all these data to go and say, well, what does data coverage do? Now you have to do quite a lot of digging, or even go through the website through different pieces to see the complete picture, and that could be automated by and it's kind of like first we had to program bots to be able to answer certain questions, and not many people liked them, unless they were very well defined. Now you have an impression that somebody is chatting back and creating this text on the fly, and I think that this is another really interesting piece about ChatGPT, that it does not produce the answer and just that pops on your screen. It is actually writing in front of you. So this is kind of, like that you're feeling that you're talking to someone rather than the machine, or somebody's typing back to you. And this is quite interesting. So yeah, I know that we're almost by the end of it. Yeah, almost there. But I'm looking at conscious of the time. But I'm really excited to see what the advances of Business Central in the area of AI are or will be, because there's much more coming, and I'm sure that they're going to show some really exciting things, and see what we can build on top of that, and how we can bring it to the customers and with our partners. Yeah.
Me too. And I'm so excited. I love how Data Courage is embracing it and incorporating it into your awesome solutions for analytics. So that's going to just make your analytics and your products and your solutions that much more robust for everybody, which is really nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for joining me this week. I so appreciate it, even with the little hiccups I always have in the beginning with LinkedIn. Oh my goodness. But thank you, everyone, and for joining us.
Thank you so much.
And I'll send out the recording for those of you who are late, so you will get that. And thank you, everyone who did join us this month. But stay tuned for next month. But thank you so much, Camille, for joining me this week. And I'm so glad we chatted about ChatGPT. I'm excited to see what Data Courage does with all of that, and what's to come with ChatGPT in general.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
All the best. Have a good one. Cheers. Bye.